Jennifer, how about you? Do you fall victim at all or benefit from shiny object syndrome? And if you do, how do you deal with that?
Totally. What my best author friend and I, we are like always laughing because we're forever sending back and forth screenshots of our revised plan. Like, honest to gosh, this is the one that I'm going to use for like the next 3 months. Yeah, it seems like I'm always revising what the plan is going to be. The thing that I found is helpful is to have an idea generally of what it is and then just keep tightening, at least for me, because the shiny syndrome is real, especially when you're in the weeds of a project and you're like really grappling with all the tough things that you need to do. And I find a new idea. The thing that makes it so seductive for me is I can't see the problems right away. All I see is the newness and the shininess. So I'm like, oh, that's going to be a snap to do. And I thought of all this stuff. And then it's like the same thing. So it's really hard to fight that because it is, the grass is always greener when you're in there struggling. But I really try to finish things I start. I try not to start something unless I'm like really interested in it enough, then I'll continue, and then to finish it when I start it. Because otherwise, from earlier in my career, I have a whole lot of manuscripts under the bed kind of thing. So trying to fight that.
Yeah, finishing what you start. That's such a great point. Because if you don't finish what you start, then you feel like you never really go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's really important. As long as you finish what you start, doesn't mean you can do what you want.
And, going back and looking at something that you've worked on earlier, it's, oh, that is so helpful. It's hard to keep up with that all the time when we have a lot of things that we're juggling, but it's, oh, you pull it back out and you're like, oh, I can see this had real merit or this needs work. And that time perspective is really helpful.